Hello, welcome US Geoguessr and or geography fans. I am the professor here to play another challenge from the Shmoo Gaming. Shout out to them on YouTube. Thank you, Catalyst and Chaos Queen, for all of the shout outs you give to my channel in your videos. So I wanted to return the favor. Give Shmoo some likes, some views, some subscriptions. I know they would really appreciate it. Today we're going to be playing Oklahoma. And before we get started, though, I just wanted to give you a little knowledge of Oklahoma. There are two states in the U.S. where the counties are very, very helpful on the street signs. One is Oklahoma, and then the other one is South Carolina. And much like South Carolina, Oklahoma has these little signs that I think we will probably see in the seed. And they have codes based on what county you are in. So it's going to have an abbreviation of the county. It's going to have the county number. So for instance, Beaver, I think is like 7, as it says here. And it's going to have the distance to the county seat. So South Carolina has some similar signs where like you can tell pretty easily what county you are in. We are in a city. This is great. East Admiral Boulevard, North Harvard Avenue. Okay, so where could we possibly be? We are next to an interstate, so that's going to be incredibly helpful. 412 and West 244. That means to me we're in Tulsa, right? Because 244, yep, would be in Tulsa, and then here's 412. So it looks like we are in downtown Tulsa. East Admiral Boulevard and North Harvard. So Admiral probably is going to be this one going out here along 244, right? Because you can kind of tell here it's like a frontage road going east-west. So now that we know that we're on 244 in Tulsa, we can like really quickly locate that. So I'm glad we got that with a minute left. We can check out some Tulsa road signs. You can see they're green and pretty nondescript, but once you learn the specific font and the layout and the designs of those signs, you can recognize them as Tulsa ones, or at the very least different than Oklahoma City's. Hopefully we can see some OKC signs later in the seed, and we can compare and contrast. 918 area code is also Tulsa. So if you didn't get that interstate drop, that would definitely get you to Tulsa as well. I'm pretty sure I got the 5K here, so I'm just trying to educate a little bit. These QTs, Quick Trip gas stations, they are all over Oklahoma. And then here we see that blue and white Kingfisher bird Oklahoma license plate. So we got some mad Oklahoma clues going on in that round. Really easy way to start. Didn't get the 5K, of course, because there's two different Admirals. I was on Admiral Place instead of Admiral Boulevard. Hey, that's okay. GG's, Chaos Queen and Catalyst, you were both in downtown Tulsa. You got real close. Here we're in a different city, Northeastern State University. So we're on a campus. Love it. Northeastern State, though. Where is that? Love that, green bird mascot, the Riverhawks. Okay. So is Northeastern State in Miami? Is that a thing? Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. No, okay. So where is Northeastern State? I swear I've been here before. I think I have been on this campus before. Not IRL, but in Geoguessr. And I didn't know where it was the first time. Northeastern State. Okay, well, that's a very helpful. What is that? That's not a language I recognize. All right, Northeastern State. So let's get into the city a little bit. Redfern? Is that a place? Redfern. Redfern. Is there a Redfern, Oklahoma? Is that a thing? Okay, so if we're in Northeastern, if we're a Northeastern state, right, we got to be like up in this area. So, gotta think if we're the river hawks too, right? We gotta be like in one of these places along the river. That makes sense, right? Muskogee. Could we possibly be in Muskogee? I mean, doesn't look like it. Where is Red Fern, Oklahoma? If we're in northeastern state, right? We gotta be somewhere up here. Claremore? I'm going Claremore. No, where were we? Oh, Tahlequah. That's right. I have been there before, and I just didn't know it was in Tahlequah. Good guess, Catalyst. That really, wow, that puts you well in the lead after round 2. Getting some urban drops here, which is surprising. Another urban or relatively urban drop, 5th Street and North River. Let's hope we can get some bins. Cards. No. Not gonna help me, huh? Have no idea where cards is. What could the C possibly stand for? Catoosa? I know that's a place. We get a water tower, though. Thank you. Comanche? I know there's a Comanche, Oklahoma. With a minute left, I think we got to get this. Commerce on US 66. Okay, so 66 is going to essentially like come down this way, and there's Commerce. Nice. Okay, so this round, okay, here's a chance for us to talk a little bit about some GeoGuessr US meta, right? So I'm sure Chaos and Catalyst are gonna get Commerce here, and let me try to 5K since it's turning out to be a competition. 5th Street and Ada, right, was where we were? Or no, 5th Street and River. So let's 5K first. And then we can talk a little bit about this. Notice how Commerce is like right on the Kansas border. So we are going to be so close to the edge of the state. If there is any chance at all that Chaos or Catalyst just like kind of don't get this and hedge middle, like so many points here, right? But on the flip side, you never really want to like hedge this far out on the border of the state either. Like it's so dangerous, yeah? See, this is exactly what happened. They might have just gone the wrong direction. They didn't get the water tower or something. Or maybe they like started in the middle and they just like never went that far. But you never really want to go out there on the corners of the state, right? Unless you are super confident. So thank you, Commerce. That water tower really came through for me. All right, this is what I was more expecting out of Oklahoma. Usually Oklahoma seeds are like 5 rounds of this, or like 4 rounds of this, and then maybe 1 Oklahoma City. We haven't found an OKC round yet. We don't get to see those street signs, unless we get it in the last one. But where are we here? We're somewhere in Oklahoma that has some rifts. This is not Senegal or Albania, that's for sure. Waterhole. All right, clearly we're in Waterhole, Oklahoma. We're in somewhere very, I would say very different than all of the rounds so far. This looks way more Texas, and it looks way more like oil country, right? Yeah, 580. Okay, so we talked about the 918. Tulsa's going to be the 918. Oklahoma City. I asked myself too quickly. I'm not really sure. Oh, 817. 817. So really testing my area codes here. Kiowa County. We're in Kiowa County. All right, well, that at least eliminates the Panhandle for me. We're not in the Panhandle. Bank of the Wichitas. Kiowa County. I thought there was a Kiowa, Oklahoma. And if there is, yeah, ooh, there's a Kiowa, Kansas. Huh. I think this is like where I'm about comfortable sending. It's very dry. Yeah. Nice guess, Catalyst. Okay, wait a second. I'm sorry, Chaos Queen, but I have to pause here. After round 4, did you just forget we were in Oklahoma? You sent Texas. Cisco, Texas. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pick on you, but like we've had some weirdnesses, right? In these challenges, the state of confusion challenges. Truly, we got some confusion. There was a Washington round in Oregon. I vividly remember that because I recorded a video. It didn't turn out so well. I was in a bad mood. There was a Washington round in my Oregon map, so I didn't post that on YouTube. What I did post was an earlier round where we had Mexico and Arizona. And now I don't blame you for mixing up Texas and Oklahoma, but come on, Chaos. I got to give you a little bit of gentle ribbing there for sending Texas on an Oklahoma map. US 70. US 70 and Choctaw. Okay, so thank you. Get some US intersections here. US highway intersections. 70 and 259. So I think at that point, I'm not going to explore anymore. Usually, as a non-moving player, the more I move, the worse I get. Like, the more I move, the worse I get. I shouldn't say that, but like, it just turns out to be true. Okay, so in 70, could we be in Ardmore? It doesn't look like it. Where's 259? I think if I find the 259, that is going to be probably my best guess. Or my best chance. And look, 70 is really nice because there's not much of it. There's not much of it at all in Oklahoma. And is this going to be another instance where we're like right on the edge of the state? It kind of looks like it. 259 and Oklahoma 3. 259 and Oklahoma 3. Pruitt's Food. I never found the 259 on the map. McCurtain County. Downtown what? McCurtain County, I know, is like down this way. I mean, it's on the border. That's for sure. But like, where's 259? Why can't I find 259? 377's not going to do it. Gonna go here in Ardmore. Oh. Great guess, Chaos. Wow. I am not going to lie. I was over here in like Ardmore, and I just assumed that was the Arkansas state line. So I didn't go farther. But Chaos Queen knew we're in Broken Bow. Wow. Way to come back. GG's. And that manages to defeat the Catalyst. Good game. Don't really like this 13-2-7-3, but it was good enough to win. We did not see any of the distinctive Oklahoma signs I talked about at the beginning of the video, but hopefully you'll remember those for the future. We had a Tulsa round I didn't do too bad in, and then we continued in Commerce. I almost 5K'd, and then like everything fell apart. Bad round over there. And Kiowa County, so Kiowa's down closer to the river. And then McCurtain County, I will not forget, is down there in the corner. Great guess there by Chaos Queen. Okay, so thank you for watching. Hope you learned a little bit about Oklahoma in the process. And I will see you in the next state and in my next video. Thank you for watching.